Last year, Rene of Paris started to show some new wigs that they were launching, and one of those wigs in particular really caught my eye, right up my alley. So when I found out that I was going to get to show you Rene of Paris NYX on behalf of Chiquel, I was so excited. So today, let's learn about this beautiful girl. Her name is NYX, and I have her in the color ginger brown, and we will learn all about all of it. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm partnering with Chiquel to bring you this review, and I could not be more excited. Wigs like this, kind of bob length with a wave pattern, just right up my alley. I almost always fall in love with them, and this one looked darling in all the pictures and all the videos that I was seeing, and so I just really hoped that I would have the chance to show her to you guys someday, and here we are. Chiquel is a great online retailer. They're also an in-person wig shop, so they do have some physical locations in Canada, some coming soon to the US. They have live sales every week. They have coupon codes and special extra sales. They just do an awful lot, and I'm really thrilled to be partnering with them on reviews. If you are in the market for a wig right now, you can go to Chiquel. They carry all the major name brands. I can save you money, so I'll put a coupon code down in the description box below, and just hope you'll put them on your list for a future purchase. Let's take a look at NYX from all sides. All right, so NYX has quite a bit of hair. So let's start right off the bat with density and Permatease. I know that's really, really important to understand. How much volume does a wig have? How much big hair might that wig have? And so what I want you to be aware of when it comes to NYX is, even though she doesn't have traditional Permatease, I'm not feeling any poofy, pillowy Permatease on this one. She does have a lot of hair, so she has volume. She does feel voluminous. She looks voluminous when I look in the mirror, but it isn't the kind of volume that Permatease gives, where it's really poofy and full on the top. It's just sort of full all the way around because of the amount of hair. But also just this cut and this wave pattern, you know, it is generally mostly a blunt cut bob. You know, it's almost all one length. There isn't a ton of layering, and with the wave pattern, it does give it some fullness down towards the ends. This piece has a lace front and a mono part. So let's take a look at that lace front. You can see the knots a little bit on this one with the darker color, but they actually did a really good job. I wouldn't be concerned wearing this one at all, so I think they did a good job. And then there's that mono part on the side there. It's kind of a deep part somewhat, but the part is actually fairly wide, so you have a tiny bit of flexibility how deep or how, you know, more towards the center you want to part this. Not a lot, but a tiny bit. It isn't the skinniest of parts. The lace is also extended, so it does go all the way to the ear tabs. We do have ear tabs with bendable stays, an extended nape, Velcro, not Velcro, but bra strap adjusters, and then the rest is open wefted. Now, I put a wig cap on for the first part of this review because I felt as though NYX is running a little bit big on my head, and that can just help me be more comfortable, especially as I'm playing with the hair. But I will take it off so that we can talk about fit. Rene of Paris carries a lot of different types of caps. They have a lot of different collections, and every single collection fits a little bit differently. So while I would say that Rene of Paris does have wigs that run true to average, I have experienced wigs from some collections that seem to be running smaller, and I have experienced wigs that seem to be running larger. So it's really, really, even just style dependent because I've seen variation even within a collection. So this wig, which is why reviews are so important, because we can't really learn things about Permatease and volume and fit without reviews. So this one is running really, in my opinion, really big. I am getting a lot of extra cap, a ton of extra cap up here. And it is really big around my circumference. Just doing what I just did was kind of pulling it off my head. So I'm gonna cinch these bra strap adjusters in. So basically you pull it like a bra strap. I don't love these type of adjusters because they don't tend to stay put. So for me, if I, once I find where it's adjusted to the perfect fit for me, I would take a needle and thread and stitch it right through that adjuster. If you can sew a button on, even crudely, you can do this with a needle and thread. This feels a lot better. I cinched it almost all the way in. I'm getting a ton of extra cap. It definitely is running big on the ear to ear. I can cover my ear with this wig if I want to. And so I would consider this particular style, if you have a larger head measurement, sometimes referred to as big head friendly, I would say this is big head friendly. She's made with heat friendly synthetic fibers, which I actually really love. I feel as though heat friendly fibers do tend to feel really natural. I really like Rene of Paris heat friendly fibers. I think they don't have a shine to them, and so this doesn't have any kind of a synthetic wig shine. And to me, they are just really natural, and I just find them very enjoyable to wear. Overall, if you like yourself a full, voluminous, wavy bob, I think NYX could be a great one. She does come in some other colors, not a ton of colors, but there are other colors. So I will make sure she's linked below, and there's a coupon code, give her a shot if you like wigs like this. I definitely am glad I got a chance to try her and show her. Let's talk about this color, ginger brown. I have always felt as though this was not named well. Ever since I first started wearing wigs and I saw ginger brown for the first time, I think I got 𝘠 by Rene of Paris, one of the very first wigs I ever got, and I was really, really surprised. I expected a lot more red, but this is really, it's an auburn, but it's mainly medium dark brown with some auburn blended throughout. It's not really a true red by any stretch of the imagination. So I would consider this kind of a dark brunette auburn blend. That's what it looks like to me. It's consistent all the way up. You can see the auburn is like highlights on this piece. And so if you love rich, medium dark brown, it's not a super dark brown, so that's why I say medium dark brown. It's sort of in between a dark brown and a medium brown. And you love kind of reddish tones, you love auburns, you love that blended look of a brunette and an auburn, this is a great one. It's not as red as you might expect given the color name, but it's definitely got auburn in it. Let's get outside so that we can see this color outside. And don't forget about Chiquel. I'm really grateful to be able to show you guys these styles. See you guys soon. Here you go. Beautiful color. Hope that helped. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.